Wait, I'm so confused.
Now you're confused.
What are you confused about?
Are you?
Are you fucking gay, bro?
Jimmy's gay. You can say Labranche. I love it.
I wanted to say Labranche.
You can say that. That's great. I love it.
Okay.
Except more like appropriate, but you
It's
just say
French.
you say Labranche to everyone.
Yeah,
because
everyone's retarded in comedy. These comedians, they barely speak English.
Yeah.
How are we gonna throw a French accent at them next?
How do they write jokes if they don't speak English? Sometimes I
Don't you wonder?
Yeah.
No, there's Spanish comics who write better English jokes than English-speaking comics.
Ari
And I'm like,
Maddie's-
how the
Yeah,
fuck?
Ari Maddie's a
Maddie.
huge example.
Yeah.
He's like he's Russian. He doesn't like that.
He's
not
Estonian.
Russian.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Well,
Russian.
he was like telling jokes on stage and he busted out like vocabulary words that I haven't heard since I was in like school.
Well, that's because when they teach you a different language, they teach you more proper versions of it. So like when you are learning French, they're like you say oui, but everyone in France says ouais.
They say way.
Yeah, like ouais. And it's like everyone is just like because you learn the formal, like more of the formalities and not the slang. So he
Yeah.
learned like formal English. It's not like he's learning slang English.
And like slang English is just like trash goblin.
Yeah, you just say the N word.
Yep.
And
Right,
this is
Jimmy?
two girls, one blood
Jimmy,
with
you look
Chloe
like you look
Labranche.
like a fucking racist guy. This vibe, your look, man, it's racist. It's like we don't even know what color hair you have. It's like, is it red? Is it white, or is it just racist?
Yeah, I don't know. I have different hair on basically every part of my body. Like a red beard, brown hair, and then black chest hair, and then blonde leg hair.
Black chest hair?
Yeah.
Does the carpet match the drapes? What's going
No, what color
It's
is
all
your?
different.
What color
My-
are your pubes? Oh,
Green.
it's rainbow.
He's got
Red, it's
calico
red.
pubes.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Sorry if that was
Well-
inappropriate.
He's like, no, I shave my pubes. Everything else is hair.
Wow, well, welcome back to Two Girls, One Blunt. Today we have on Chloe Labranche, hilarious
Labranche.
comedian.
Oui, oui, oui.
And you are the host of the News for Women.
Yes, it's having a comeback. I also have the Chloe Show podcast. We are on season 32. What are we on,
Holy
Jimmy?
Season 32?
Yes, I've been doing it for about 6 years, but sometimes the seasons are one episode, sometimes there's 6 episodes. Column says, whenever I find a bottle of vodka, a season ends and a new one starts.
Oh. So do you do the seasons while drinking, or it's in between?
We
the
never
drinking?
know. We never know. It's a real toss-up. Sometimes I'll get like 10 episodes done, and then I'll go on a bender, end up back in rehab, start it again 6 months later. Because I've been in rehab 10 times in the last
10
8
times
years.
in the past 8
So I've
years?
been busy. I've been very busy.
How do you manage to like do comedy in between rehab
You know,
stints?
what happens is I get sober for a little bit. I come back to the scene. I apologize to everybody. I start getting booked again, and then I blow it. Then I burn it all down. And then someone says, I think Chloe's drinking again. And then nobody knows where I'm gone. And I won't answer a text for like 5, 10 days, 2 weeks. Someone's like, she's back in rehab. And it gets around. Chloe's back in rehab again. And then I go back to rehab. I come back. I get a boyfriend who's addicted to heroin. I think he's the one, but he doesn't even have access to his trust fund because he's on heroin. So what are we doing? And
You need to get him off heroin so you get access to the trust fund.
people go to rehab, but they don't get sober. It's a thing.
Yeah.
Has it ever worked for you, rehab?
No.
Yeah. What do you learn in rehab? Like, what do they do?
Basically,
What's the
they just
process?
this is why it's so stupid. It's like they put a bunch of drug addicts who are barely been sober in a sleepaway camp together,
sounds like a
basically
great
thing
time.
Well,
with
you
like
just fall in love
counselors.
with other
And
drug
the first
addicts.
thing you do is you have to find a boyfriend because you have to switch your addiction. So you chain smoke. You look for the hottest guy there, and I mean you're delusional. Like you don't even know what is hot at this point because you're on so many. It's really fun. When you get to detox, they put you on a ton of Valium, and my favorite was phenobarbital. They don't use that a lot
That's
anymore.
why I have a birth deformity, because of phenobarbital.
Really?
Show her.
What is it?
It's my fist. I can't make a fist.
Her
From
joints.
That's because everyone phenobarbital is like.
I was in the womb.
You're
like
you're
this.
just so relaxed. They're like, make a fist. You're like, I'm a lover, not a fighter.
What does
Wait, does that mean-
phenobarbital do to you?
It's just it helps with
Because Because it's
like,
an anti-epileptic.
Yeah, but so is everything. I have
Oh.
epilepsy though too.
You
They
have
they
epilepsy?
give it to people in rehab as like instead of like a Valium and stuff. So like they weren't giving me a lot of Valium or Xanax, or they don't give it anywhere. They give you Valium, but like I'm epileptic, so it's not that safe to give me Valium. Like I can't really take Xanax and stuff, so they give me phenobarbital. Huge throwback apparently, because I left rehab. I was like, I fucking love phenobarbital, and everyone's like, I haven't heard that word since the war.
Oh my god.
That's how I feel about Dilaudid.
Wait, so
I
Oh,
love Dilaudid.
I don't even know what
that's
these
a
words
fucking
are.
That's a crazy painkiller.
Oh, it's great.
People like, well, that's what like in all the TV shows they still Dilaudid and they inject themselves with like all the the nurses who steal shit from TV.
Yeah.
Oh,
in
it's
TV.
Dilaudid. Okay.
That's like
Yeah.
a big. That's like
in Criminal Minds, Spencer Reed was addicted to it, and I was like, I want to be just like him when I grow up.
so OG of you.
So OG.
You're
I'm not
OG.
like an addict to it. I just really liked it when I was in the
Yeah, that's what
hospital.
an addict says.
Why were you in the hospital?
They took my gallbladder out, and the morphine wasn't working. Nothing was working, and they gave me Dilaudid, and I was like, I am floating on a cloud. I love it here.
You're like, take out my liver next.
That's
Dude,
how I
take
felt
everything.
the
Like,
first
take
month
everything.
on Zoloft. Are you on like any SSRIs
Yes.
or?
Whoa, I had a dream last night that they stopped giving it Zoloft because people were murdering each other on it.
Whoa.
Yeah, I just remembered that dream because
I was gonna ask you. You know what's crazy? I was like, I'm gonna ask her what crazy dream she's had recently.
What was it?
That was the only question I came prepared with.
Wait, apparently I was talking to someone and because I'm trying to quit smoking cigarettes and they went on Chantix, but then apparently people who were going on Chantix were getting homicidal. Like
You were
someone
gonna say
murdered someone
homosexual.
on it.
Oh shit! I definitely got. I didn't get homicidal. I think I've
You
just
went on
been,
Chantix?
No, I've just been homicidal.
You know-
I feel like my dad got addicted to pills.
Oh, wow.
And that led into like a huge drug addiction and full long story.
For
so
you?
I was like anti everything.
Oh, from him it made you be anti everything.
Yeah, so I was straight edge for so long.
And then you try one thing and you're like, I see where dad was coming from.
Yeah, I was like raw dogging life, and
And you're
life
like, I'm
just
a
came at
daddy's
me.
girl now.
Yeah. I'm like, are you proud of me? He's up in heaven. I'm
Oh, no,
like,
he's dead.
I
I'm
tried
sorry.
my first line.
I'm sure he's proud of you.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's with you with every line, every pill you take, every J you smoke.
I know.
He's
That's what
a-
I need rehab for. Weed.
Why? Well, then what would you call your podcast?
Dude,
We
thought
can
we
keep it.
Yeah, we can
People-
keep it. I
people-
still love weed
You want to
culture.
quit smoking weed?
I just want to quit everything. We've been talking about it for a year plus.
Yep.
And it's been every episode of me being like, I'm getting sober.
Well, you've come to the right place.
and then I like there's a fun event and it's a bunch of people hanging out and I'm like, this is the time to take shots.
I know. It
The
was
only
weird.
thing,
I
the only
wanted
thing
to
I can
drink
get
last
sober off
night.
of is men. And
That's your
like-
thing. Well, I've been told I was a love addict, so I was like, oh, I'm not an alcoholic. And I went to they have these meetings. They have SLAW, Sex and Love Addiction, Sex and Love Anonymous, whatever.
Okay.
Called SLAW. And because I went to this one rehab, and they're like, you are a love addict, and I was like, oh my God, so I haven't been an alcoholic this whole time. I was like, I'm not an alcoholic. I just love alcohol, right? Because I'm a love addict. So I went to the Sex and Love Addict meeting in New York to get cured, but I had brought a bottle of vodka to the meeting in my water bottle, and I was like, Chloe, love addict.
You're like, at least I didn't bring a
They're like,
boyfriend.
Are you drunk? I was like, yeah, on love. So then I went back to AA. I was like, guys, I think I have a problem still.
You're just bopping back and forth between meetings.
Are there people who are in the what is it called?
Slaw.
Slaw?
It's fucking
Are there-
crazy.
That's a
Are
gross
those
name.
people former, like, let's say, like, alcohol addicts or drug addicts, and
So-
then they turn to love, like, that's their next addiction?
A lot of them are addicts because of that. Like, I relapsed all the time over men because I would get like so obsessed and like in love with everybody, and then I'd be like, oh, and then I'd be like, I hate him, try to break up with him a million times, and then finally he breaks up with me, and I was like, he was the one, and then I just start getting like blackout, get blocked, you know the whole thing.
Yep.
And right, Jimmy, and but so yeah, that was like a big thing. My drinking was like all based on like love addiction, which I think a lot of people have. Just as like a human, we need, especially when we do stand up, it's like we need validation.
The only reason I tried alcohol and The only reason I started smoking weed is because my dad passed away. So I literally started smoking right after that.
Self-medicating.
And then alcohol, I felt so isolated growing up and alone, like through my childhood trauma and being bullied. So I was like, I want to be liked by people.
Yeah, fit in.
And fit in. And so I started drinking from there. And then I was just like, woo! And everyone's like, she's mentally ill.
Wait, you were bullied as a kid?
Really bad.
Oh, God, you're a fucking loser, dude.
I know.
Who wasn't bullied
Can
as
I
a kid,
move?
though? You weren't
wasn't-
bullied?
No, I was not.
Were
I
you
was,
the bully?
Yeah, it was fucking awesome.
She was the bully.
I was the bully. I talk about on stage. I have 5 brothers. And I wasn't hot either. I had to bully my way into life.
Were you the youngest, too?
No, I'm in the middle. It's like being from
Oh,
a big
yeah.
crime family. You know, you have to prove yourself.
I do believe there is like being bullied builds character. So all the anti-bullying campaigns.
Do you think bullying builds character?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm like happy it happened.
No, but me as the bully, do you think I have character from bullying?
I think
other-
you built character in other people.
Yes!
I don't know if it helped
I'm like
you.
Rogan,
like
but
a-
for bullies, I'm a
you're like
kingmaker.
Oprah
I'm
Yeah,
a
you were
kingmaker.
bullies.
You were
Yeah.
an angel that came into their life and destroyed the illusion of themselves.
Are any of the people you bullied like doing well now?
She's like,
You
this
can ask them. They're all up there. Yeah. Actually, down there because they don't let suicide in heaven.
Oh.
Did somebody kill themselves after you
Probably
bullied
because
them?
they're a fucking loser. No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. No, I love everybody. I watch a lot of Dove commercials.
Yeah, you
Everybody's
do
perfect.
love everybody. You're in slaw.
I
Body
don't
positive.
love everybody. People need to be less loving. We need to be more like you and bully people.
Mm-hmm.
Do you still bully people?
No. I don't actually. I don't even really like talk to hecklers or anything, but I have it in my mind still. Like if someone comes at me, I can go at you real fast. Like I can find I have this evil thing in me, which I think is my alcoholism. So if it's like someone comes at me, like I will go immediately to like the thing that will like eviscerate them.
What is that though? Like were your parents yellers? Like were they?
They weren't yellers. They were just kind of like, ugh.
Okay.
I remember I dropped something on the floor when I was like 5, and then my dad just goes, "God damn it," and walked away. I was like,
Oh shit.
I was like, this guy is.
It was
that
like the
affected you
siren.
forever.
Yeah, he was just like, "God damn it,
'Cause
Chloe."
I picked
And
up.
then he just like walked away, and I just walked away. I was like, that was so awkward.
Did you?
I think that's what it was like. Like my brothers and my dad, like everyone's like a little bit formal. Like I've never seen them hug. Like my dad and my brothers only shake hands.
Interesting.
Very East Coast,
It's very East Coast.
Where are
Very
you
East Coast.
from?
New York.
What part of New York?
I was born in the city, and I lived there till I was like 5, and then we had a bunch more kids, so we moved out to Long Island.
Oh.
So I lived in Long Island until I went to boarding school.
Boarding school. How was
Yes,
that?
It was good. It was good. I had really a lot of fun. That's where I got into cocaine.
I was gonna
Tell
say
us
is
like
that-
a boarding school story.
So, okay, so at the school I went to was like off in the woods in Connecticut. There was this thing when you sneak out of your dorm at night, they call it cruising. So we would like, and then like on the property of the school, like if you go like, you know, half an acre, I don't know how far, you go like this far into the woods, they have these old cabins that students had built like a long time ago. And they're all named after like Grateful Dead songs. And they're like, it's like on the lake, like Terrapin, everyone called it TP. And we would be like, meet at Terrapin at like 1 a.m. So like we would break out of our dorm. Like I remember I was on the first floor when you sort of go out the back window, put my screen back on, and then we like me and my friends. There was no cell service where we were, and we didn't even have cell phones. So we would go and we would go meet in the woods, and we wear all black and like go across it, and then we'd like make a fire and sit there and like just like we weren't like doing coke then really.
This is high school, right?
High school, but
Was
we
it
would like
all
smoke
girls?
weed. No, co-ed. So we'd meet the boys there.
Oh, I'd be in trouble.
Everyone would have sex on the golf course. That was like where everyone had sex.
Oh.
And like I remember they would do room checks randomly. Someone would just yell like room check, and they'd like go search your rooms for like drugs and stuff. And I was like really into cocaine when I was in like 11th grade, and I was like a little shit. Like I would dress like I do now. I'd wear like I'd do coke and like put a bow in my hair, and I was like a little piece of shit. Like I was a little fucker, you know?
Yeah.
And I would like write post-it notes and put them in where places they'd look, and I'd be like, nice try, keep looking.
Where'd you keep your stash?
love that. You thought ahead.
What I would do is we go to there's a laundry room across the hall. So we go in the laundry room and stand on the thing and push up the things. That's where we'd hide alcohol. And then outside of my room, when I was on the first floor, I took an index card box and I filled it with like weed and coke, and I buried it. so like I go and bury it when I wanted stuff.
That's crazy.
I used to put stuff in my printer.
You have a shovel in your bag. They're like, "What's that for?" And you're like, "Just digging for treasure."
yeah. So that was like fun. We like it was I don't know. I remember the first time we got, I didn't know what to do on it. Because, like, I just found a number in one of our older siblings, one of my friend's sister's phones when they were in the shower. Because we don't go on weekend. It's called going on weekend. When you leave for the weekend, you get, like, a pass, and everyone goes to New York City and just gets, like, because a lot of kids are from New York City. So you just, like, stay at their parents' house and stuff. I would stay at my parents' house there, and it was, like, so crazy. Because there was just no parents, and we're, like, 15 years old. And we're like, all right, guess. That was when we got into clubbing. But we found a phone number that was like said like a white ticket, because I remember from when we'd buy weed, it was always called green tickets with the drug dealers.
Interesting.
So I found a number that said white ticket, and my friend and I like took it, and then a group of us like in 10th grade, we just like we just texted him. We're like, yo, can I get one white ticket? And the guy was like, yeah, meet me here, and we met him, and we just were like, he's like 100, so we gave him like $100, and he gave us like a big whatever, a 8-ball or something, and we were like, okay. What do we do now? We brought it back to school because we used to smoke a lot of weed, but then we like started doing lines.
Start smoking crack.
Yeah, we started smoking crack, and we were like doing lines, and then we didn't know what to do after we had it, so we ordered food because we'd always order food like when we were smoking.
No.
I remember like doing coke and then ordering a chicken Caesar wrap and be like, it's pretty good, and my face was like falling out of my mouth. We were like, I think we fucked up. Like,
So did you like when you did it back then?
I loved it.
What did it make you feel like?
Like
Coke
I
is
was
great
so
until
powerful.
It's not. Yeah.
I don't like coke anymore. I think it's lame. But I mean, I fucking love it, but I don't. Coke is boring though.
It is.
You don't laugh on pain.
No.
Nobody
Everyone's
laughs.
just kind of like this, and you're always surrounded. Like if you are doing, there's always one person who does too much, and then they ruin the vibe because you're on. You're like, you're ruining my vibe. Like I'm like almost like
That's why you got to do coke in crowds.
anxiety.
In crowds, it sounds like my worst nightmare. It sounds like the worst thing ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad I don't do it. I had like a 6-month little stint during COVID. I lost weight though.
Cokevid.
Yeah, it was COVID.
That sounds terrible. I was snorting Ambien during COVID for naps.
For naps.
I remember I got prescribed Ambien, and my friend and I were like alone in Vermont, and I was like, I really got to take a nap, and I would like Ambien. She was like, why do you snort it? I was like, 'cause I need to sleep right now. And she's like, hits your bloodstream faster. She's like, it's COVID. We don't have anywhere to go. Why are you needing a nap right now? It's not like you have something to do in an hour.
That's exactly why I need a nap right now.
Because it's COVID. We're going through it.
It's like the dissociative periods where I'm just like,
I wish I got more f***ed up during COVID.
really? It's the only time I really got f***ed up. It was like a huge party
Well, you were in
phase.
Florida, right?
No, I was in Boston, but there was like underground parties. Like a guy would work at an office building. Like he owned the office. It was his company. And at night they would take all the chairs and desks out, and one of our friends was a DJ. And so we'd have a full DJ in this huge office, like 200,
fun.
300 people from Boston and like the party scene. And it would be a full night out, like as if nothing was happening. And it was like in a secret, like side,
That's
like it was
cool.
like, didn't look like there was a party going on. We did that for months. And then I remember it was New Year's, I think.
And then I got COVID.
Yeah.
You were there too?
Were you there
No,
when
no. I was staying home because I didn't want to get
you in
COVID.
Boston?
there was like
We were
25
roommates.
state police that showed up, and everyone's like, everybody out.
Wow.
So we had to lay low for a little bit.
I remember in New York, I was there when COVID was starting at one point. Actually, I was in Miami. First week it started, which was my birthday. And, yeah, I remember like walking because that was when they started letting you get to-go drinks on the street from the bars, and you could just like, it was like New Orleans, you could just walk around with drinks. And I walked through Times Square, and it was empty. I was the only person in Times Square, and I was like, this is some apocalyptic shit.
Yeah, that must be crazy being in New York during that time.
It was so weird.
because Miami, there was
everything
no
shut down?
COVID.
Yeah, I know.
People were getting COVID and going to the clubs and being like, if you don't survive, you're a pussy.
That's
Like,
great.
yeah, so Miami was crazy.
You're giving me like Madeline vibes right now.
Am I?
Do you remember her?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, good. I'm glad. Nobody else knows her.
Who's
Really?
Madeline?
Yeah,
from
Miss
the book.
Clavel ran faster and faster to the scene of the
You
disaster.
don't know Madeline?
It sounds so familiar, but
It's a
not.
book about
it
a
was a
girl in
book
like an
about-
orphanage, basically,
Yeah.
in Paris. And everywhere. in
Why was she
France.
running? I don't know why, but like
We're
she
all
always
running.
ended up
We're
getting
all
caught.
running from our demons.
Girl,
Did
you're
you-
telling me?
What are your demons though? Like, have you ever like dissected?
Yeah, I've been in rehab
root?
10 times.
Well,
Every time you go,
if
they
you've been
try
in
to-
rehab 10 times, has it been helpful? And
Well,
you said no.
No, it's not. But in rehab, every time you go and you're just like dissecting your problems over and over again. And the reason I stopped drinking for good this time was like, thank you. It's been like a year and a half. I decided to stop like dissecting my problems. Like I just
That's
was
a
like,
huge thing.
I stopped being like, I was just living in like a victim mode, and every time you go to rehab, they try to make you get more fucked up because you're around people that are so fucked up. So you're like, oh, I have that problem too. I have this problem, and then they're like, you have this mental problem. You have that mental. You're bipolar. You're borderline. You're like you have clinical depression. Like they just start throwing things
the
at
trauma
people. Like, you have
Olympics.
OCD, and it's like, you know, you go to every doctor and they tell you a different thing, and they're just putting you on new pills every rehab.
Yeah.
Did you like go cold turkey on the pills they gave you and just stop taking
No,
meds?
I had to go off them slowly because I'm epileptic.
Okay.
But I like was on so many pills after one rehab. I came back and I was like, nah. Everyone's like, who is this?
I started taking Seroquel, which is
Yeah.
antipsychotic because they
And it's
diagnosed me
also
bipolar.
a sleeping pill.
And so I didn't know. I was taking it in the morning, and I was in a sales job, and I walked in, and they were like, because usually I'm like, my energy before I started smoking heavy was very like, I have lots of energy and all over the place, which is good for sales. It's great for comedy. But I walked in and I was like this, and he's like, are you on drugs? And I'm like, yeah. And it feels great right now.
At Seroquel, in rehab, they give you Seroquel or Trazodone for your sleeping pills. I gained like 20 pounds on Seroquel.
I gained like that's
Holy
why
shit.
I got really big on it, and
Yeah.
even if I was working out and eating healthy, and that's when I started doing coke, and because I was just like, dude, there's nothing working.
I was on Trazodone and I had to take Adderall to wake myself up in the morning. I was
Traz.
like 12.
When I was at this one rehab, they would call me the Princess of Trazodonia, and we'd call this boy that I was hooking up with the mayor of Quillville for Seroquel.
Oh my god,
It was so romantic.
good.
I dated this guy because I was taking a really low amount of Seroquel, and then I met this guy when I was like, oh, you're fucked up like me. Like I definitely have like I used to have a love problem too, and he was on like 60 times the amount daily of it, and I was like, how are you functioning as a human being?
Yeah. How much Trazodone did you take?
I think I was taking like 40 milligrams.
I was taking 400.
What?
Yeah.
I was a zombie on 40 milligrams.
I was fucking not well because I was on so many other drugs, and I was at this rehab in Malibu, and they just kept letting us that we'd be in our beds, and the doctor would come around to us in bed, and I have like a guy in my bed. He'd be like, "How are the meds going?" I'd be like, "Let's up the trash," and he'd be like, "Okay."
Oh wow.
And they just let you do that?
Yeah, it was retarded.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I feel like the systems are all broken, and like there's a huge issue with like the rehabs in South Florida.
Oh, they call it the Florida Shuffle.
And they kind of like bring you around to different rehabs, and they keep you like addicted to shit.
Yeah, that's why they say you don't want to go to rehab in Florida because you'll get lost in the Florida Shuffle, or they just shuffle you.
So where do you want to go to rehab if you had to go?
Probably Connecticut. Go to the Berkshires, maybe.
Okay.
Oh, out in like nature and stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like that'd
find
be
a nice
the
rich
only thing that
husband
would
out there.
fix my mental health issues.
Honestly, that's why I'm happy to be out of New York City.
It's a lot.
I mean, I don't know about Austin. I think 6th Street is a horrible place.
Oh, it sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks. So you've been here about the same amount of time that we've been here.
Yeah, I've been here for 3 weeks.
Are you enjoying it?
Yeah, I guess it's 3 weeks yesterday. How long have you guys been here?
September. It's August 31st.
Yeah, I got here September 9th. So we are like the same.
Damn. What made you pick Austin?
I have a lot of family here. And I was down here opening for Corinne at the Creek. Then I went to Mothership. I did Kill Tony, and I was like, that was so fun.
You did so good on Kill Tony.
It was fun.
I
and
was like, who is this bitch? She's so funny. I
oh, wow, thank you.
did like a deep
I
research
didn't know
on
you saw me. That's so sweet.
Yeah, I was like watching that episode. You like popped up on my feed, and it was like your Kill Tony set, and I was just like, she's a natural. Like she just crushed it.
Thank you.
And then you were here, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, so I was like, you know what? I can probably get more stage time in Austin. And it's like also it was nice for me to go to a city that I haven't burnt everything down in before. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I just was like, I'll just do something new, and I was like sick of living in my studio apartment in New York City, and I was like,
It's so much money in New York. Like here, there's like.
everyone's like Austin's so expensive, and it's like not compared to New York. Probably
Yeah.
Miami's
Yeah.
so
Our rent
expensive.
was $5,400 in Miami.
For a
bet-
3-bed.
In New York, a 1-bedroom average rent is $5,000
What?
for New York. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Did you find a place here yet, or
I'm living with my family for now,
okay, that's
so
nice.
it's easy.
Are you single
Yeah.
now?
No, I have a boyfriend.
Oh, is he a?
He's a
Is he
comic.
here?
He's not here. He's in New York City.
That must be tough. Long distance is hard.
It's actually fine because when we started dating, he was living in Chicago. So we did long
okay.
distance for like a year, and then he moves to New York, and I'm like, bye, I'm going to Austin.
Damn.
And he
Yeah.
goes on the road every weekend because he opens for Ryan Long
Okay.
and Che Dorena. Do you know them? So
I
he
think we
opened.
met him when Che came down to Miami.
You probably did.
Yeah.
He's
We
like a
did?
tall, hot guy named Eric.
Skinny, kind of like a Edward Cullen vibe.
Yes.
Yes.
Pale, but I'll
Yep.
show you him. Definitely an
Him and
Edward.
JJ came
Yeah,
over before
I
they
was
went
gonna
out.
say it's not JJ.
Oh.
You don't date perverts. JJ Lieberman, shout out. We love him. He's fucking going viral for talking about being a pervert online. And it's
I
doing
love
great for
that.
him. But as soon as we say fuck, we get shadow banned immediately.
Our Instagram's back on board, so we're good. It was just our name. We had to change our podcast name
Really? To what?
because
Sorry.
one blunt.
My landlord's texting me.
From New York.
Are you gonna move or stay there?
After a year, I think we're gonna leave. Yeah, I want to be close to downtown so I can walk to
Unless
comedy.
we have black mold and then we get out of our lease
Yeah.
now. And
Yeah, so it was like in the Onions. Everyone's saying that's happening at HEB a lot.
Good.
Like it's a bad onion
good. I
harvest.
fucking hate HEB
Really?
Why do you hate HEB?
because of personal reasons.
she got banned from HEB.
No, I love HEB. I actually like HEB.
I boycott HEB just because one time I went in and I couldn't find a cart and I was like, I'm never coming back here again.
You have one bad experience someplace, not you, but like anybody.
No, me, and I'm like,
and
I'm
it will
done.
fucking.
Except for when it's a hot guy, you'll keep coming
Yeah.
back. I could get a really bad experience
I
with
started
the
doing-
guy who's 6'3"
I need to go to
and has a
Slob.
jawline. I'm coming back.
Yeah, I used to go to Whole Foods during like lunch break for people at work in corporate America, and the amount of hot men just like making salads and their food, I would just be like, do. Someone take me away from all this, you know?
I would love someone to take me away from all this. I lived with like a family friend once, and the husband would keep accusing me of stealing stuff. I was like, bro, there are 2 men here. I'm not using your men's only deodorant and shaving
Oh, they
cream.
thought you were stealing men's deodorant? from
Yeah,
them?
he was like, why are you using my fancy deodorant? It's $7. I was like, I'm not. You see my deodorant on the shelf. You know it's mine.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's a weird thing.
The roommates are weird. Emily and I have had horrible roommate situations.
What, each other?
Yeah.
A little bit of A, a little bit of B. No, we had a roommate who, like, we lived in, like, a lodging house that was illegal. So there was no living room. It was just, like, a kitchen and a
Yeah, my
bathroom.
bedroom was the living room.
Yeah. And there was
Yeah.
a roommate, and one of them was in Alcoholics Anonymous, and we couldn't keep, like, beer in the fridge. Another one refused to pay utilities. Another one was the landlord's cousin, and she didn't pay rent. She didn't pay anything, and she just left messes everywhere and
Yeah,
then ran out on utility bills.
Yes, that wasn't that the girl who would lock our cats in the room. We would leave, and we had 3 cats ourselves, and she had 2 cats.
You guys are crazy. Why? How many cats were in this lodging place?
There were, like, 7.
Yeah, there were like 7. Every
That's
room
so
had a cat.
scary. I hate cats. Sorry, I hate them.
Oh my gosh,
I'm
you would,
scared of
like-
cats because my grandmother's cat scratched me in the face when I was like 3, and I was like, ugh,
No, you got to meet our cats.
I don't want to.
It's
Well,
okay, you don't have to.
I'm gonna bring them downtown. I'm gonna show them in my backpack.
Come out, Fluffy, meet our guest.
You start screaming.
Thank God we didn't have you at, like, our at-home studio, and we had you here.
Thank
Because
God.
we used to have our cats, like, they would run up on the guests and, like, lick their hair. And they were very sweet. They're not,
They
like,
sound sweet.
they're not evil, but...
Are you a dog person?
Yeah,
Yeah. You
but I only like my dog.
What
I don't
kind of
like
dog you
other
got?
people's dogs. I don't think other people's dogs are cute. I don't think my dog's cute.
What
I
type
don't
of
have
dog
a
do you
dog.
have?
I don't have one.
Oh.
But he would be cute. my family dog, adorable.
Yeah.
Jean Claude,
I feel like so many people like their
cocker
dogs.
spaniel named Claude.
Van Damme?
No, just Jean Claude.
Just, all right.
Jean-Claude. Some people don't take care of their dogs. And then they're like, look how cute my dog is. And I'm like, your dog smells.
He has a growth on his head, and I don't want to touch him. Like, it looks dirty.
I don't
like
like this
Frenchies.
conversation.
You don't like dogs?
No, I don't like this conversation. You guys are attacking the race of dogs.
I just
you
don't
were
like
attacking
lumpy
cats.
things.
It's cats versus dogs in this bitch.
Dogs are gonna always win, I think,
Why do you think dogs will always win?
because you know what? They actually probably won't.
I think cat people will win. Because they'll just stay inside.
Cat people, you think they would do better in an apocalypse? They wouldn't, because the dog people will go and find somewhere to live.
That's
the
true.
cat people
A
will
dog
just,
person's like a guy who does fucking I don't
A dog
know,
person
big
has
workouts.
a dog person has like a cellar to get to, like in Twister, that they can go under. A cat person doesn't. Cat
No, they
person
live in apartment buildings.
Yeah, the dog people are preparing for the apocalypse and the end of the
Or
world.
are they? Because those are the people that won't leave their dogs behind and end up dying because they're like, oh, my little fucking ugly ass
No, but you
friendship.
can't leave your dog behind, like in emergencies and shit.
That's what I'm saying. They'll stay with their dog and then they'll die.
and we wouldn't stay with our cats.
I'm leaving that bitch.
No, we're not. One time, the fire alarm went off in our apartment, and the elevators were out. And we were on the 33rd floor.
Whoa.
And we
Oh, we
ran
booked it.
up. We were like, we're
Booked it.
saving these cats. We get up there, we can't breathe. And then the cleaning lady on the floor was like, oh, it's just a false alarm. I was like, I'm gonna fucking murder someone.
You ran up 33 floors.
Yeah, I would do it again for my cat.
Emily
Do it for
calls me
your
to
ass.
panic.
Dude, my ass is looking fat as fuck after that. Just kidding. I lost my butt.
I lost mine too.
What happened to it?
I don't know. I lost like 10 pounds and it's gone.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, that's what
How do we
happened.
get it back?
You gotta work out while you're losing weight, and I just can't seem to do both at the same time.
And you have to eat enough protein, and
Fuck
that's fucking
chicken.
stupid.
yeah, no, I hate chicken.
My boyfriend eats so much chicken because he's like, I'm gonna put 20 pounds back on, and he eats like 5 chicken cutlets a day.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, he's just eating human growth
we went
hormone.
to Che's house. He let us stay there while
In New York?
In New York, and we come home one day, and he's just like making a full pound of ground beef, and that was all he ate. And I'm like, how did they survive?
I think that's all we need is meat. I was thinking about it today, and I was like, I've been eating more than because I'm trying to be healthy, and I feel like shit more than I'm eating more. And I feel better when I'm not eating
I'm
as
not
much.
eating.
Yeah, when I eat when I'm hungry, my body operates.
I
great.
Well, you
reject
probably
it.
eat bad stuff. I haven't
Yeah.
eaten today.
I usually eat good stuff, and it's
Like
pretty
what?
healthy. Majority.
Oh, you like cook?
Yeah, we cook, and I think the bad things are like the energy drinks and the
Insomnia
chips.
cookies.
That's the
rare.
boyfriend. Did you meet him?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
He
They
came to
came
our
over
house
before they were going to the expo, the sex expo.
Oh,
with
that
Che.
was like super quick, and we were setting up the podcast.
Yeah, they were like, we gotta go eat, and we are like, okay, go eat. We're
Che
not
is so
stopping
funny.
you.
Che's the funniest person, and he's also like very kind. Like,
Oh,
he's
yeah,
like,
he's so
like a
sweet.
good human being. So I love when I see people who are like funny and successful, but they're like solid human beings.
Because there's
too.
so many funny and successful people who are just complete cunts.
For sure. 100%.
Yeah.
It's because a lot of them were losers growing up.
It's like when like the person in your town becomes a cop.
Oh, that's
You know
so
what I mean?
funny. If someone who was bullied became a cop.
Yeah, it's always like that, and then they like abuse their power or something.
Oh, yeah. It's
You
like,
don't think
God.
I wanted to be famous because I was bullied? I was like, I'll show them one day when I have enough power.
you
become
getting
a
the
sheriff.
power. You're getting the power. So how'd you guys come up with the podcast?
We were high.
We were high and just
It's like
smoking a
based
lot.
on 2 Girls, 1 Cup.
Yeah.
Did you watch the video?
We did, like, when we first started the pod, we watched it with our first producer, and I almost threw up on his shoulder.
Yeah, it was disgusting.
It was foul.
But everyone always is like 2 girls, 1 blunt, 2 girls, 1 cup. I think we should do that for Halloween.
2 girls, 1 cup.
Will you ever move back to the Northeast?
I feel like I'd like to raise kids there, but then I think about what I could provide if I do. I don't even know if I'm gonna even have kids. But if I did, think of what I could get for a house here versus up north, and I could provide them a way better life if I lived somewhere where no state income taxes, and I can get a lot of land.
You can give them the same, like, Boston energy by just surrounding them with heroin addicts.
Yes,
And, like, just bring them to
And
all the crack
Patriots-
addicts.
Just bring them to Patriots games.
Patriots games
Yeah.
and heroin.
Do you want a farm? What would you do?
If my husband takes care of the farm.
Okay, say you have, for both you guys, say you get all this land you're talking about. What are you doing on the land?
Oh, I'm farming shit. I have
Drugs.
alpacas, dude. I would
Yeah?
have a whole, like, homestead. I would move in my friends, family, loved ones, make sure we're, like, at least
So
an
you want, like,
acre
a
apart.
compound?
I want a compound.
with a bunkers.
Together?
Just with a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like you're doing more of a family thing. You're like mixing some Kool-Aid or something at yours.
yours
Yours seems wholesome. Yours is like a cult you're forming, right?
Like, everyone, we're about to do this seance.
You're gonna have your children
The
like
next
mixing
Beyonce,
potions.
Yeah.
Dude, the best part of being a kid is mixing potions with, like, the shampoo that your mom has, all of her perfume, just, like, taking random shit. I was
That was the
talking to a
best.
comic, and I was like, I want my kids to grow up eating ants. And he was like, you had me at your kids being outside, and you lost me at eating ants. And I was like, have you never eaten ants before on a
I
dare?
feel like you keep saying. I keep hearing eating ass when you're saying that. That's why I keep. Oh, my children's out there eating ass, from an early age.
I'm a big ass eater.
Are you?
Just putting that
You
out
ate
there.
ants?
I ate ants.
Are you an ass eater?
I eat ass, and I have eaten ants in the past.
You eat men's assholes?
I do.
What is that like?
It's not
Is it ever
bad
poopy?
if they clean it.
Do you ask?
I
Do you
wouldn't
make
eat
sure
a
they
poopy
clean?
asshole.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I know. But isn't it like in the moment, or do you like call them like, "Hey, make sure to clean your asshole. Here's my address and clean your asshole."
I said
Yeah.
I set a reminder on his phone. I'm like, clean your butthole
I
right
go
before our
puff a
date.
douche to their house. I'm like, prep
But
babe.
what if it's a guy you meet when you're out and you go home with?
I'm like, hey babe, you want to go? Well, I'm not gonna
you
eat
call a
somebody's
guy you
ass on a
first met
first
babe?
night.
Oh, you're not?
No, I call everybody babe.
You're not
So,
eating
like,
ass on the first night?
Hell no.
Then you're not living.
But I'm also like, I've made decisions to fuck people where I'm like, I know you're good.
Good at what you mean?
Like,
you,
you're just
you
like-
see a man and you can see his butthole or the same. Like you see his character right away.
Yeah, we put on the
When
X-ray
I
goggles.
see you, I see a clean butthole.
Yeah, no, I dated a guy who like had the cleanest butthole, and he was so psycho about taking care of himself and bathing. Like
Think he was a gay man?
Like I would be rotting in bed, depressed.
Low key gay, or
You
or
know
men
what?
who are
Yeah.
obsessed with their assholes gay.
Yeah.
Like I dated a guy who wouldn't let me near his butthole, and I'm like, it's because he's scared. He's gonna like it.
Oh, he's gonna love it.
So he
I
was
feel like the
scared.
ones
He was
who
like,
are-
"Don't touch me."
Stop! Don't touch me
Like
there.
I tried to like put a finger in his butt once. I was like kind of fucking around. He freaked out.
I did the same thing.
And
to
then he
my
wouldn't
ex.
let me shower with him. I always shower with guys I'm dating. He's like, I like to shower by myself.
That's fucking weird.
That's weird because he's playing with his own asshole.
What was he doing in there? Where'd you meet this guy?
I would watch. No, I met him in college.
Okay, what's
Text
your
him.
type for a guy?
I like hot guys.
Are you like a pretty boy?
Yes, I like pretty boys.
I hate pretty boys.
I always date hot pretty boys.
What kind of guys do you attract? Are they always hot, pretty
Hot
boys?
pretty boys.
Really?
What about like their
You wouldn't see
personalities?
it from me. I like guys who are kind of for sure. And I don't date trust fund men anymore. I used to. That was the thing. Like,
How do I date trust fund?
Yeah.
They're the worst. I am only here for self-made men. My boyfriend is self-made, but he's 26, so he hasn't made much.
But he's self-made.
But
But he's
getting
gonna
there.
be in a Netflix show soon. So
Oh, that's
Hell yeah.
exciting.
probably he's gonna do. I talk about on stage how I'm like, he got cast in something. He's not in it anymore, but he was gonna be doing sex scenes. His character was gonna be a rapist, and I was fucking furious, and I was so jealous, you know.
You're like, why don't you rape me?
I talk about on stage. He's like, you're gonna have sex with other women. He's like, I'm raping them. I'm like, well, you've never raped me, you know? Like, come on, right? I talk about on stage. I was fucking. When I found out, I was having a panic attack when I found out he was gonna be doing sex scenes.
Like you were worried he was gonna cheat, or
Well, I was just like, yeah, because like all these
It's so intimate. and
it's
like,
so intimate, and all these actors like they're always fucking like Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Angelina Jolie,
Oh.
Brad Pitt left Jennifer, and all these people having sex scenes. They end up dating, and then there's rumors like, are they dating? I'm like,
like Glenn Powell and
yes, exactly.
And then people are like, no, they're not dating. They're super. Like you look at who they're married to or they're with, and you're like, no, they're def fucking.
Yeah, I
There's
don't-
no way.
Men and women, like, they can be friends, but there is always some level of sexual tension. It can be,
Always.
and it could be on one person's side and not the others, or it can be on both. But like, people are like, we're just friends. Yeah, you are, but like, there is something there that you don't even know about. That's like, there's some sort of attraction
Yep.
in the friendship, no matter what.
I had a friend who I thought there was like nothing with, and he called me the other day, crying because he missed us, like because he missed going to the movies with us, and he said something to me, and the way he said it, I was like, there was something there, and I had no.
Really?
Yeah, he was like, oh, you look really good today, and I was like, whoa,
Yeah.
that was not
That's
expected.
so true. We leave and the guy friends are like, we really miss you, and I'm like, you're in love with us.
Or it's
Because
like,
we have a bunch of guy friends and we have like a rule, like we do not fuck our crew.
well,
Like,
there's also like, you know, the cool girl. It's like my best friend's wedding. I was talking about this with my friend. You ever seen My Best Friend's Wedding? The movie?
no.
Jimmy, this is insane.
Well,
you
we
guys.
lived under a
Is this
rock.
insane? They haven't seen that. Jimmy's seen it.
Yeah, of course. Julia Roberts.
Yeah,
Oh,
Wait, I have
and,
to
and
look
Cameron Diaz.
Cameron Diaz, yeah.
The Mask. I saw
It's a
that.
great movie. So basically, Julia Roberts is best friends with this guy.
Okay.
And she goes to his wedding, and she's like, "Wait, he's marrying someone else. I'm in love with him. I never realized I was in love with him." And so she tries to sabotage the wedding.
What do you feel about that?
Okay,
If
listen,
you
can I
love
say something
somebody-
really quick?
Yes.
There's always that fucking one cool girl hanging out with all the dudes, acting like she's so cool because she's friends with the guys. She wants to fuck all of them. And then she's like, yeah, acting like so cool to the girlfriends. She either secretly has fucked the guy or has this like weird possession of them.
Okay, now can I offer a contrary point?
Please, because you're that girl, aren't you?
No, so
We just have a lot of guy
I have a lot of
friends.
guy friends. I don't ever like lord it over or think I'm cooler than anybody, but I do have a hard time connecting with women because of my mom. So I have a harder time trusting women than I do men. So it's easier for me to like joke with guys and be friends with guys than it is with women.
Or like we try to be cool with women, and then there's like weird looks where I'm like, okay, I don't think they like me.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to be friend, like, and I'm being nice, and I don't know what it is, and I'm like, we don't even know each other that well for me, like, you know what I'm saying?
That's because women have motives. Men's motive is just to get laid.
Yeah.
It's their only motive is to like have sex.
What
at
are
the end of
women's
the day.
motives?
Just like fucking destroy everything they touch, bleed on it, take world power.
You know, we
That's
do
what
want
I
to take
do.
world power.
Yeah.
The new world order, women. That's what they want.
Oh, God.
Right, Jimmy?
Right.
Women just want power.
Are you
Money,
having a
sex,
baby girl?
Power.
Maybe we don't know
You're
yet.
having a baby?
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, my
Careful,
wife's
you
my
might have
wife's
a
doing all
woman.
the hard work. I'm just gonna be there.
Hey, you had
At
to
least
get
you're
hard.
admitting it.
What?
It's so funny when men like gain the pregnancy weight with the woman. Do you know that's like a thing?
Yeah.
Women will get like pregnant and get huge, and the men will be like get fat too. They're like, yeah, you know, I gained the pregnancy weight with her. And it was
He's
like, no,
showing before
you were
her.
just being you're being a fucking fat ass.
Yeah.
Well, you
Go out
got
and work. Why are you gaining weight? You should be lifting things.
No, you got to indulge with the pregnant woman. You're gonna make a pregnant woman eat ice cream alone, then she feels even worse.
It's just an excuse for you guys to not be hot.
And now you guys are eating for 4, and that's just too many people.
Yeah. Then like, well, wait. Well, there was a question I was gonna ask you, and it was about like the best friend's wedding.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
yeah.
girl trying to like win him back and ruin the wedding.
That's
How-
fucked up.
How do you feel about that? But what if those people are meant to be in love?
Yeah, but he was like, no, I love this person. Why
Wait,
are
so
you
it
doing
didn't
this?
end up good.
No, it was very awkward for her. She tried to sabotage it, and then she made the girl cry, and then he was just like, I'm not in love with you. I'm in love with her. And she was like, so awkward.
Yeah, I think that if they're already getting married, don't do that. But that's why I feel like if you like somebody, too many people are afraid to admit that they like people. When you said like people are friends and there is weird tension, it's like, well, then why don't you just admit that? Because you could die tomorrow, and then that person could get married to someone else.
Prolific thinker.
We don't want that.
You know?
How did you and your boyfriend get together?
I met him in Boston because he was opening for Ryan Long, and I was doing the little club in Boston. And then Ryan was doing the big club, and Ryan was like, oh, because I'm really good friends with Ryan. But he was like, come do a guest spot on my show. But it's like, Ryan's not like a guy crew. It's like a group of friends, all comics. Because I'm not a guy's girl. Actually, I don't know what the fuck I am. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. But anyways, then I met Eric there. And I was like, was drinking again. And I was like talking about, he was like asking me something. I was like, oh yeah, my mom was a model or something. And he was like, I'm a model. And I was like,
And you're like, you're my type.
and then I was like, do you want to make out?
And that's
Is that how you just did it?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't have balls like that.
Wow.
Well, that's why I have a drinking problem. I also shoved mushrooms down his throat right when I met him.
And he fell in
That's
love.
a true
I
love
sat on
story.
his lap and I was like, you want some mushrooms? He was like, no. And I just sat on his lap and I just put them in his mouth. And he was like, whoa. I was like, what are you doing? He's like, I want to see how much I'm taking. I was like, stop being such a bitch. Eat the mushrooms.
Men
then-
love when
liked
women
that.
are a little bit mean to them.
Yeah.
They love it.
Maybe I need to be meaner.
I think so.
I'm trying. I need a boyfriend. I got
When's
too
the
much
last
free
time
time.
you were in a relationship?
years ago.
4 years ago.
Do you guys date at the same time and break up at the same
Wait,
time?
you were in a relationship, what, 2 years ago?
You just broke up with your boyfriend.
Just did?
And no, like
No,
when I had
4
met
years
her,
ago.
like maybe it was like a year, and then after like a year of me trying to convince you to break up with him because it was toxic, I like started seeing somebody, and then we were moving to Miami, so I wasn't gonna do long distance, and then I moved, and he was like, no, we did for like a year, so we broke up in 2022, like July 2022. And I did like celibacy.
Why?
Because I was like, I don't want to center men, and I don't want to like,
Did
I
it
want to
change
work
your
on
life?
myself. Honestly, I feel like when I was not sober and I was like hooking up with people and just like didn't care, I had a lot of fun experiences. And then I stopped having sex and dating men and talking to guys in general, and then stopped like partying as much here and there in stints, and my life became so boring.
Did
So
it
no.
get better? Did you make any like career progress or self-love in there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
all of that. But then you're like, I kind of need excitement.
I need to get laid.
Do you miss your ex-boyfriends?
I miss his mouth.
Yeah, I miss his mouth.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, he was a great munch.
They pussy great.
Yeah, they did.
That's
Unlike
miss?
no other.
Were they marriage material?
No.
Yours? Who were you dating?
I was dating a guy that I met when I was 12. We like worked out.
He can go live with you on your farm.
Yeah, he literally wanted a farm in New Hampshire, and I was like, no, I want to explore the world. And now I'm like, I want a farm. And
yeah, but sometimes you gotta separate to have
why
that
isn't
growth.
he marriage material?
He lied to me about losing $500,000 and didn't tell me for 8 months, and then was like pinning all the blame on me and I feel like that's not marriage material. That's not like a partnership.
That's not.
So
Yeah, there was a lot of toxicity, and you didn't deserve that.
Have you guys met any hot guys here?
yeah, there's so many hot guys in Austin.
Are you on like apps?
I
No.
tried, and then I can't answer anybody.
I'm
What
banned.
app were you on?
I'm on
You're
Hinge.
banned?
I'm banned from all the apps.
What'd you do?
Um,
Post nudes or something?
no, I wish. Jamie used my Tinder to market a show once because I was in a relationship and I got banned on Tinder, and then when I tried to make
banned
a
on
Hinge,
Tinder.
I'm banned from Hinge because it's a conglomerate that owns all of them.
It is?
So I'm banned from Plenty of Fish, Christian Mingle.
I got.
You gotta get on Farmers Only.
I'm banned from
Bumble,
Farmers Only.
You got kicked off Bumble.
but I got let back on.
What'd you do?
I was calling a guy gay. It was a whole thing.
See, that's a good reason to get kicked off.
Guy was
though.
like, "You're homophobic." I was like, "Yeah, because you're gay," and it was a.
You're just saying the things we all want to say.
It was a whole ordeal. He started it. He
Yeah.
honestly started it. He had a photo of himself with a baby. It's a long story, but
And then how did that end up with gay?
cause I was like, "Oh, is that your baby?" And he goes, "Yeah, it came out of my asshole." And I go, "Oh, you must have a loose butthole because you're gay." And then he was like, "You are not funny, and you are homophobic." And I was like, "Do you want to have sex or what?" And he was like, "No." I was like, "Cause you're fucking gay." And I got flagged.
See, but like the right person.
He started it.
Yeah.
He did.
I don't want a person though that like would react negatively to me talking to them like that.
He fucking said his baby came out of his asshole.
That's
yeah,
pretty
he
gay.
started it.
That's pretty gay.
pretty gay.
What a dick.
I did think that babies came out of buttholes for a really like long, embarrassingly long time.
Remember when butt baby was an insult?
Drip
No.
baby.
A drip baby?
You never heard of a drip
What's
baby?
that?
No.
A drip baby is when a woman's getting fucked in the ass and the cum drips into the vagina and they get pregnant that way.
That
So it's
can
like-
happen?
Yeah, so it's like a diss. People will be like, "You a drip baby." 'Cause it's like
Oh,
it's like
shit.
you were just born from your mom getting fucked in the ass. Like
Is that how I was born?
it's a good
Holy
diss.
shit.
That is a good diss.
That's a
you call-
great
you call a guy a
diss.
drip baby, it's great. Or a
I-
woman.
What if they don't get it though?
Everyone gets it.
I didn't get it.
Well, everybody gets it except for you.
Wow, story of my fucking
It's
life,
because they were
dude.
calling me a drip baby behind my back. When I got bullied because I'm gay.
I want a drip baby.
Good, you're learning.
I
She's learning. Now you can quit weed.
know. Yeah.
Because you're gay. That was it all along.
Yeah.
That's like Rehab. All Rehab's like, and now you're gay. Goodbye.
Am I gay? Like, I would love to
You
find
are.
out for sure.
You think she's gay?
I think so.
Do you have sex with women ever?
No. That's how I know
Have
she's
you ever
gay.
tried?
Yeah.
So she has tried.
When have you tried to have sex?
I dated a woman and we were like hooking up in her car for a while, and then
In
I went
your
back
car?
to my ex.
You're dating her in her car?
Not her car.
Oh.
My car.
I would let you eat munch in my car.
That's really sweet of you. Thank you.
Wait, I'm so confused.
Now you're confused.
What are you confused about? You gay?
Are you gay?
Are you fucking gay, bro?
Jimmy's
I'm
fucking
gay.
gay. You, Jimmy, you're having a drip baby?
Definitely not a drip baby.
Oh man,
Wow,
I did.
that was a lot of sexual exploration we just had.
I feel like we've had a great time.
That was a lot of tension. It's
That
been
was
built
so
up
gay,
because of
guys.
how gay we
We're
are.
so gay here, guys.
I did tell people like, why aren't you having sex? And I was like, oh, to find myself. And they're like, that's gay. And I'm like, oh, I thought I was like making myself like look good and be better. And
If you have to fuck men to find yourself, you're gay.
You think?
no, if you have to go abstinent.
Fuck. I'm gay.
Are you abstinent?
I know.
Well, we don't
are
have-
you,
we
are
have
you
no
actively
sex.
fucking anybody?
No.
I feel like I'm talking to this. It's like it's a lot.
It's a circus.
I haven't had sex in 8 months.
When's the last time you had sex?
June 19th. I have.
You had a Juneteenth sex?
Wait, it was it June 9th? It was
It was Juneteenth.
It was
and you
June-
fucked a white man? That's
Fuck.
crazy.
I left
That's
a Juneteenth.
crazy.
I left
You are
a
a
barbecue.
racist.
I left a Juneteenth barbecue to fuck
Fuck
a white man.
No.
Did you
A
really?
white man.
Yeah, you know, but I was drunk from the barbecue and feeling good.
Dude, you're supposed to be doing reparations and you're just fucking.
Reparate this pussy.
The last guy I dated was black and he cheated on me, so I feel like that's the reparations right there.
Who did he cheat on you with?
I don't know. I think a lot of people.
How do you not know who he cheated
It was
on
long
you?
distance.
So how do
and
you know
he sent me
how do you know he cheated on you?
because I like caught him cheating through his glasses, and
What
then
do you mean through his glasses?
like he had his phone up and we were FaceTiming and the phone screen was shining through his glasses. And every time I looked, he'd swipe shit up really quick, and I could see like a girl texting him. And I literally
That's some Mission Impossible.
Oh no,
shit.
I
Yeah,
Mission
dude.
Impossible his ass.
Wow.
And I was like, here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna watch this movie and I'm gonna lean back so he can't see my face, but I have the phone right here, so I'm seeing everything that's like happening.
What was happening? What did you see?
It was just like him texting a girl or something.
What was he saying?
And then I
'Cause-
like he kept every time I looked, he would like turn the phone so it would hide the part of his glasses that showed it. And at one point, I go, fuck this. And I just hung up and I let him sit with it for like, he goes, what happened? He called me like 15 times. I go, you know what you did. I just let him sit.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had something to say, but I forgot now.
And also, when all the hoes that I'm worried about start watching my stories the moment we break up, and like I'm like, those are the ones I questioned about, and now they're all checking in on me. I did this whole thing and I blocked him, and then we put a podcast episode where I deep dove in the whole story. I made him send his Snapchat like history, like you can download it on the phone with me. I go, open your Snapchat, and he fucked a girl named Jaime while we were dating
That's crazy.
How come he agreed to this?
because he was scared of me.
I know a girl, and she was a comic, and her boyfriend, she found out he cheated on her with a girl he met in his Pokemon Go group.
It's always the Pokemon Go
Nowhere
bitches.
is safe. More like
Nowhere
Pokemon
is
gone.
Pokemon Go. Is that a joke?
No.
You read that? No.
No, it's not my story. It's hers.
Oh, yeah. Damn. Yeah. Nowhere is safe at all. And I
So you
just
think he's going to Pokemon Go? He's not going to find anyone there. And she was beautiful.
Really?
Beautiful.
How do you see their faces on Pokemon Go?
I don't know.
You meet up in
no,
real
they met
life?
up. They meet up. They
Oh,
meet up.
You
they
can
like
talk
meet
to-
up weekly?
I think so. It's like Dungeons and Dragons shit. Right?
Oh, and they go
Jimmy,
and like
you would
hunt
know.
Pokemon.
Yeah.
How do I join one of these groups?
You want to fuck Pokemon Go guys?
You know,
Wait, why haven't you had sex in 8 months? Is there a reason?
I haven't
I'm just
even
like,
liked anyone.
I want to fuck someone who makes my pussy throb, and nobody's been making my pussy throb.
What's
so.
your type?
Little bit of an asshole, 5'9" to 5'10", maybe 5'8" on a good day.
That's short.
She likes short kings.
I like short kings. A little bit of an asshole, but
Sorry,
like
it's not short. It's perfect.
soft on the inside. I don't know.
soft on the inside.
Like he's a puppy on the inside, but also
I
an
thought
asshole.
you meant like not erect.
No, yeah, I like an asshole. I like a guy
Mm-hmm.
who like could give a presentation, like a good presentation. So like someone who's like a business person and a hustler.
What do they look like? Are they blue eyes, blonde hair, brown hair? What color
It's
skin?
eclectic.
That doesn't really matter to me. I like Asian guys. I like black guys. I like white guys. I don't really care. I've been fucking white guys the past 2 years, so I guess a white guy.
What color hair? You don't care?
Brown. I don't trust blondes. I'm sorry, Jimmy. I just like
Actually,
don't
yes.
trust blondes.
Blonde
Yeah,
men,
Like real
Fuck
blonde
no.
men, I don't trust
Jimmy has
them.
a clan meetup right after this.
yeah, he's Hitler's wet dream over there.
Yeah.
Hey, poor
What do
Jimmy.
you like? You like assholes? But,
Yeah,
but what do
like
they look
they
like?
need to challenge me. I do like fit
do you like,
guys,
do you guys like tattoos?
tattoos.
Oh, I like a nose. I
love
love
a porn
nose.
stash.
What's a nose?
Like a good nose
like
on a man.
like a Germanic
like
nose.
he has like a little bit of like a hook.
Oh, they call it like a Roman nose.
Yeah, I love a nose.
Oh, you do like good
I
noses.
love noses. I feel like they eat pussy the best if they have a big nose.
like a Jew.
I like bad
like Jews.
boys, and I like assholes, and that are like driven. But
Well,
those guys usually are
those are gonna
whores.
cheat on you.
I know,
Yeah.
so I've kind of just accepted that.
I think
No.
I'm okay with being cheated on.
No, you say that now until it happens.
No,
But
I'd go ape
That's
shit.
true.
You're okay watching people get cheated on. You're not okay when you get cheated on.
No, unless we're like fucking someone together. Then I'd be down for that.
Yeah, I've offered that to everyone I've been cheated on by. I'm like, let's fuck girls together. You know what I mean? I'm like, do you have an option? Like, here's my option. And then they're like, no. And then they go do it on their own. I'm like, bitch, I didn't say I could watch.
I have a cuck chair.
Yeah.
We can cuck it up, dude.
I'm like, I'm giving sloppy toppy over here and offering threesomes, and you're still cheating.
Crazy.
What the fuck?
That's some bullshit.
Yeah, I don't get it. I'm attracting men like my dad though, so I gotta work
Hot.
on whatever the fuck that is.
Yeah.
You
But
got
yeah,
guys
a porn.
for us?
If they have a porn stash and they can talk, I'm into it.
I don't have anyone. I'm gonna hold on to my boyfriend for a bit.
No, we don't want him. I meant like other men who
No, I just
aren't
mean in
dating
general.
you.
I
Oh.
don't even know who's out there. All my friends who are single are miserable.
Yeah.
They're all like, I'm like 35, and everyone's like, it sucks out here. Don't break up with your boyfriend. Everyone's a fucking asshole.
Yeah, keep your
Hold on as
relationship.
tight as you can. I'm like, all right.
Yeah. I don't know how to do that. I think it's because I'm not
I
crazy
just keep
enough.
telling him, I'm like, get cast in a fucking Netflix show already.
Yeah. Get famous so that, like...
Like, if you're not in a Marvel movie in the next 2 years, I'm gonna fucking kill
I'm gonna leave
myself,
you.
I say to him every day.
Is he moving to Austin?
No, he's not. He's in San
Oh.
Diego. I don't know how long I'll live here. How long you guys gonna live here forever?
I expect to live here for a while.
Probably at least 3 years.
I have no idea. I came out here really randomly.
You were just like, I gotta do it.
Like, I decided to come out here, like, first week of August. I was like, I'm gonna move to Austin.
Ours was very last minute, too.
Yeah.
We're like, we're not staying in Miami.
Yeah, like mid in August, I was like, I think I'm gonna go to Austin, and then I just moved on September 9th. And I just packed like a suitcase and I left.
That's all you came with? Wow.
Shit. And
Getting
technically,
sick of
that's all
my
we
clothes.
came with, too.
Okay.
You know? We didn't have anything.
You had a moving truck of furniture, though.
Yeah, we lost everything.
What do you fucking mean?
We got fucked.
We
We've
got
talked
so
about it a lot on the
fucked.
podcast, so
Okay.
I'll tell you after.
lost
but
your furniture?
They came in and they were like, it's going to be an extra $5K, or you can get rid of your furniture and just pay the $5K that you said you were going to pay. So we had to throw all of our furniture out, give it to random people.
So you paid $5K for nothing?
Yeah.
And then the shit that they delivered, I like lost my $1,000 mattress. Everything was moldy. Every box was covered in mold.
Wow. I bet you guys have talked about this a lot on the podcast.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Yeah, so we've just been like I was living out of a suitcase and on an air mattress for a month, and I was like,
Hey,
if that doesn't show a love for the game, I don't know what does.
Hey, we're in it to fucking win it, baby.
You know, I'm committed to suffering.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're here. We're queer. We probably got to
you're
wrap
queer.
up.
Gay.
You're gay. You're queer.
Guys, stop saying I'm fucking gay. Stop saying I'm
Maybe
gay or I'll
Builds
believe
character.
it.
You're gay.
Gay.
Listen, call me gay one more time, then we can close out the episode.
You're gay.
Fucking gay.
And that's Two Girls, One Blunt. Where can we find you?
Chloe Labranche.
Chloe Labranche. You can find me on Instagram at Chloe Labranche. Same on TikTok and same on the YouTube. So like follow me, and then I'm gonna like post stuff and start doing one-nighters and hang out with my friends.
Do you have any cool things coming up or anything you're doing that you want to plug?
No,
Sick.
I don't have anything I can think.
Me
Oh, News
either.
for Women. It's on my Instagram.
Yeah. That's if you want to learn the news, it's the place to go.
Only if you're a woman, though, right?
Yes.
Yeah, fuck
Okay.
men.
Men can listen.
Yeah, we're gay here. All right, bye, guys.